LNG is an obscure League of Legends. We actually don't care because we are back in game.
Yeah, enough about OMG LNG. We're going to head on into this one. The players are on the stage. The composition's already locked in. If you're just joining us, draft already happened. And we're jumping on into this one. You can hear the gyos from the fans. Even without our audience in the stadium, we can still get some gyos in sometimes. And EDG, I think it has to be said here, they've got their work cut out here in game number 3. Because game number 1, they managed to win it, but it was a shaky win, you know? It felt like IG still could have come back in that one. IG, however, game number 2, a very, very confident win over EDG. And now the onus is on EDG to come back in this series and prove that they can be a top team in the LPL once again.
I still really like their composition coming into this game. When I see Ezreal Yuumi, I'm happy. That's like already like a checked box of a win. And the fact that they just draft, like you had pointed out earlier on, a very simplistic understanding of, hey, we have this front line in the Ornn. We also have Rek'Sai going with the Yuumi. We have this backline poke damage coming out from Ezreal and Zoe. It feels like very easy to execute and understand.
The Shy opting for the fleet footwork there on the top lane so he can sustain through the lane a little bit better. I wouldn't be expecting him to be under too much pressure out of Audi's Ornn anyway, but opting to go for that extra little bit of healing to get him through towards the late stages of the game. Let's bear in mind, let's kind of just rerun through these drafts, rerun through the win conditions, because it feels like a while since we had that initial conversation. What's the win condition here for IG? Because when I see a Kayle, when I see an Aphelios, my brain immediately says, just wait until late game.
It is quite strange, especially when we bring in things like scaling, but early on, we definitely want to see Ning path around the advantage that Rookie needs to try and get in the mid lane and try and transfer this to a side. I'd love to see them. Ooh.
Hang on, we've got an all-in from Scout. This is what we wanted to see. Rookie sticking around, though, and maybe wants to turn things around. Bear in mind, that's Ignite used now. That was his real Ignite. That was not a spell thief.
Yes, but he's going to potentially be able to pick up some items here. And his wave is going to be pushing, so I want to see Ning use this pressure to go and try and find a fight with Junja in the river.
Junja moving into the mid lane himself. Rookie spots him on the ward, though, and he could tell he was spotted by the movement. Southwind wants to find Hope, and he will be able to get the anchor down onto Ezreal, but Southwind's the one being punished here as he walks away with his life, but taken very low.
And kind of moving back to mid lane real quick, just because it's so interesting the fact that Rookie didn't have to burn anything for that all-in attempt coming from Scout, so Junja just wasting a bit of time having to posture. And overall, I feel like the game going slow is okay for IG in these first few levels, and we're looking more towards that level 6 point where Ning does pick up the Ragnarok, and then Rookie having a lot more mobility from also picking up his ultimate.
You'd expect that, I mean, LeBlanc typically, as soon as you hit that level 6, you want to be fighting, right? You want to be using that Mimic to be able to burst people out. Same with the Olaf in the jungle. But elsewhere on the map, even at level 6, I mean, Aphelios, Kayle, these champions are going to struggle to build any pressure early on in the game.
That's why we said it's all about mid-jungle.
Yeah. But the Shy might be under a bit of pressure here. Junja moving underneath the turret, flashes to get the knock up. The Shy low on this one, but he's in a minion wave, and he knows he's going to go down. They're trying to donate the kill over to Audi. The Shy is going to get his Q up in a second, and it is eventually going to go the way of Junja.
Overall, good gank coming out from Junja. He definitely has a lot more options in this early game as compared to Ning. Rek'Sai can pretty much gank any lane fine, especially from the routes you can take with your tunnels, but I wonder what IG are setting. It doesn't look like they're setting up a dive, but
Ning going to hold the wave so that the minions move under the tower. They are going to set up a dive on this one. Hope going to be rooted in place, taken down as well. Southwind happy to tank now. Ning going to be on the tower here. Mako just about survives. Puff gets one more auto in though, and a double kill already for Puff.
Really good dive coming out from IG. I can see how EDG didn't predict that coming. Very weird TP coming out from Audi with coming in behind rather than just TPing onto the turret itself. And the advantage you had just gotten in the top lane and making the Shy miss out on some CS and experience is now completely gone.
It's nullified entirely. The Shy going to be able to clear this wave up. He's got a cult as well, so he's more than happy to free farm.
Also very late on the TP as well. Not much EDG could do in this position. Overall, great job from IG building up the wave, and then very creative from Ning to wait in the wings and then hold the incoming wave itself.
Really nice flash there from Puff as well. Steps forward, gets the auto, and then his flash gets him out of turret range, but it also dodges the knockup from Audi.
This also used to be the way you'd really want to punish a Yuumi lane, is just constantly diving her and making it so she's never a factor in the game. Feels very hard when paired with the Ezreal with all of his mobility, but great job by Ning to find a window to abuse with Junja diving topside.
And it's almost like, look, the Shy, he's on Kale. We're not going to gank for him this time. We're not going to try and go for a 2v2 in the top side of the map. We're just going to allow him to farm up, allow him to be in this 1v1. In the meantime, let's set up plays elsewhere on the map. Let's go for a dive onto Hope, the guy that has consistently been the standout player for EDG this split.
But EDG actually wanting to play a lot around Scout this game. Actually kind of goes back to what we were setting up in Champ Select about talking about his damage output and showing up more for the team this time around.
We could have another dive in the top side as we just rinse repeat right here. The Shy doesn't have flash available. I think he knows what's up. Going to use his invulnerability here, but Scout's arrived as well. And there's very little you can do about this one. And the Shy kind of returning to old habits here.
This one is not really exactly his fault, though, right?
Okay,
this is how the lane goes. He's on a very weak early champion. And then the fact that you have Junja on this very easy to gank and dive jungle, as well as Scout finding a great window from Rookie's recall to go and set up that dive.
Junja and Scout moving back through the jungle, and Rookie maybe wants to find them, but deterred in the end. In the meantime, IG are sweeping up everything. They already got the dragon. Now they're stealing away the red buff as well. Puff going to grab that one for himself. Hope pulled in, but nice arcane shift. Have they bitten off more than they can chew, though? Sleepy Trouble Bubble in. Southwind able to block the damage for Puff here. Hope's going to jump on forwards in a second. There's a turret there. Slow comes on through onto Ning, and EDG want to keep on going. Puff, but Scout misses the paddle star. In the meantime, Junja is going to go down. It's a trade 1-for-1, and Rookie gets out.
Yeah, 1-for-1. That's actually a huge loss for EDG with how much pressure they had in that fight. That paddle start from Scout was absolutely heartbreaking. Doesn't look like he actually missed with where he positioned it. Just didn't look like he went far enough.
Really unfortunate for Scout. And that paddle star makes all the difference because he would have got a shutdown. There's a 150 gold bounty on this Aphelios, and maybe they could have turned it into something else as well. Audi, in the meantime, returns up to this top lane to just try and clear the waves under the pressure from the Shy.
And I want to bring this back to scaling, because when you have something like an Ezreal Yuumi and Ornn on one side of the map, and then a Kayle Aphelios on the other, I don't feel like it's as cut and dry. I do love the formation that EDG's comp will take at some point in the game. Again, very clear and easy to understand front-to-back team fights. Rek'Sai, of course, going to fall off in the sense of he will just become the radar, like you said earlier. But we've seen a full item late game Kayle, and it's pretty disgusting.
It's insane, honestly. And if you could pick any player in the world, I mean, this kind of goes back to our conversation we had during the pause. If you pick any player in the world to pilot that late game Kayle that can just 1v9, that can just carry the game, the Shy's the player you want on it.
Yes, he is, but I want to see what EDG can do with this topside pressure. Are they going to be the team that looks to start the Rift Herald? Theoretically, IG can move their bot lane up, but okay, so EDG did just secure it. IG weren't much of a team for playing for Rift Heralds anyway, even in spring where they did constantly have top pressure.
EDG going to grab the blue buff here for Scout, and you're absolutely right. It's not typically the objective they've been focusing on. And honestly, this entire series, the neutral objectives in general have not been EDG's strength. Even in game one, where they were so far ahead the entire game, it was IG that were picking up the early dragons. It was IG that were grabbing the Rift Heralds.
Which is another big difference from spring, though, right? Because they were not a team that would pick up dragons in spring.
They really weren't, but they seem to be changing a little bit as time goes on. Puff so far has been feeling fantastic this game. That's the second turret plate he's got for himself. He's 2-0-1. He's on Aphelios anyway. He's got a Cull that's going to stack up in 60 CS. Feels like just about everything that is going right for Puff so far. And he's got his summoners up, so, you know, he's going to be safe to just keep on going. And IG, they can kind of just sit back. They're quite happy with the way this game is going. They're quite happy to just farm up and get some more gold onto these carries.
And they're also fine just playing for Drakes. When you pick, whenever I've seen Olaf picked, I expect them playing for 4 dragons. Ooh.
Scout's in trouble, but the root doesn't quite connect.
Rookie will constantly be able to find moments like this where he can put some pressure on his Scout, create some prio in the mid lane, move first. Even if he gives up, you know, a wave or so, you're a LeBlanc, you don't really need the wave as long as you can go secure an objective or a kill elsewhere. And Puff is already such a massive damage dealer for the side of EDG. Next dragon should just be IG's. And it's about, can EDG make a Rift Herald play to pressure them out somewhere else?
So I want to dig a little deeper in something you said a couple of minutes ago there. Olaf is a jungler. What is it about that pick that means that IG are very likely to focus on these early dragons?
One, right, he doesn't scale very optimally, but his early game pathing is so fast and efficient. So it's very easy to fight these early skirmishes for neutral objectives where you're strong and set you on that path, you know, to where you're already ahead.
So it's less about his strength against the dragon necessarily, more about his strength at what time in the game, and this is the point at which he can find it.
Yeah, right. The fact that he's strong in early game, strong with clearing his own jungle so he can get to the dragon first, and also very...
Oh, hang on. We've got a battle in the mid lane. This Rookie is going to survive that, going for the dive. Shy using his ultimate to keep himself safe, but it's going to be all out of sorts. Flash on cooldown, and Junja able to get the kill.
And we have a ton of action happening all over the map. Rookie forcing out a summoner spell from Scout, but the Shy going down once again seems like the bigger play.
Southwind just individually takes Hope's health down to half. Shy has teleport available, but this is going to be a charge coming down from the Rift Herald. And obviously,
probably just going to be another turret.
Oh, wait, he has Demolish as well, yeah, so this might just be the turret going down. The Shy, he can't TP to this. He knows that it'll go down before his TP finishes.
Yep, so EDG going to pick up a nice little bit of gold, but they're actually still losing out in gold to IG.
Yeah, 400 down right now, so not going to be a crazy lead like we saw in game number 2 here, but still, IG finding advantages elsewhere on the map. That was the most, or the first really significant advantage that EDG have been able to find for themselves.
Yeah, now the game is probably going to go into a bit of a stale state for EDG since they are a composition that would rather play grouped as 5 and there is no neutral objective up. There aren't too many ways they'd want to attack the map right now.
I'd love to find Rookie, but he's standing exactly still. He knows the radar is around, and Hope! Oh my days. Rookie even predicts with the distortion. It's just a pleasure to watch.
It was absolutely beautiful and great to see. We were just setting up how EDG aren't a comp who are going to want to make a lot of proactive options right now, but IG are the ones with the Olaf and the LeBlanc, so they can look to make aggressive moves. And just beautiful to see the fact of him watching Junja and Mako kind of move around the map saying, well, this guy's dead. I know I can take out Hope.
And I love the presence of mind to even say, look, I'm against Rek'Sai. I'm going to get in this brush. I'm going to stay exactly still. Not even the radar can stop me now.
So now for IG, it's going to be about playing around the side lane pressure that Rookie can generate and look for picks elsewhere. But let's get another Rookie Pro view. Hits the chain, and like you said, just very nice distortion for pretty much wherever Hope would look to go.
Really beautifully done there by Rookie. And I mean, not to take anything away from Rookie, it feels like Rookie's career has been so individually successful in his play that anything less is almost a disappointment from Rookie. Unless he is styling on people, destroying the game, it feels like it's not good enough.
So you're saying Rookie's not allowed to look mortal?
No, he's not. Like, I love the irony in his name, honestly. Because he's like one of the veterans of the LPL. He's going to go. Oh, Hope.
Oh,
Hope is not going to have any fun this game. I can already tell.
do you remember Rookies LeBlanc in their semifinal against Top Esports?
Oh,
Doesn't matter that IG were the ones who collapsed. Rookies LeBlanc was absolutely gorgeous.
It was so beautiful to watch, and it is every single time. I remember Knight saying in the interview after the finals that, like, yo, we won, but Rookie is terrifying. He kind of somewhat conceded the mid lane. He did not want a 1v1.
And Rookie once again looking for a flanking position.
Oh my goodness, damage from Scout. Here we go. As Audi gets the ult across the team. Southwind's in trouble, flashes to safety, but goes down to Hope. And this should be the Rift Herald, picked up by EDG here. And the trouble bubble. Ning didn't quite get the smite. It did go the way of Junja.
So overall, great posturing from EDG. And the Shy obviously maybe could have looked to join the fight, but Kale not really going to be any kind of force in these early skirmishes just yet, especially now these 0-3-0.
Hang on a second here, Lyric. Look at Rookie. He wants another one. Scout knows it's happening, but he still gets caught out by it. Survives the damage, though, and keeps himself safe.
If he could have hit that chain, Scout.
Oh, damage out of Scout, and Junja's here as well. The glorified Radar wants to find a kill and gets himself his 4th of the game.
But see, these kinds of knife's edge plays are why you typically can be regarded as the best players, right? Because if it worked out, you look like such a god, and it is why Rookie is so good, because he can find those instances, but does have a chance of being punished.
Yeah, and ultimately, Scout is another one of those players that we put in that category of truly great players. Scout has shown many, many times that he can step up to the occasion. His mechanics certainly on point. And you could see that Scout kind of knew that Rookie was there. He went for the paddle star into the brush. He just didn't realize that Rookie would be quite as far forward as he was.
Right now, both teams are posturing for the Drake. EDG's comp will do much better grouped up in 5v5 scenarios. We want to see Audi play in the front, give Scout and Hope room to deal their damage. For IG, it's all about Rookie finding plays like he just did. The Shy peeling for Puff.
And trying to get some damage later on in the game, but realistically right now, Kale's not really the champ you're going to be looking towards for damage. He is level 11, though.
He's just going to, and to me in this fight, he's going to be a lot more about just ulting a primary carry of IG, right? It's going to be about ulting Rookie or Puff.
Rookie going to start this Dragon off. Puff pulls it back out of the pit. Rookie getting mildly annoyed as Dragon won't leave him alone here. Trouble Bubble goes in. Ning is there to smite. Oh, no, he got stolen. EDG find the Dragon for themselves. They're going to get away scot-free from this one, nearly finishing off Southwind. And they walk away.
He was probably just on the edge of his smite radius as well. Wasn't even in the pit yet.
He did actually go down for it. I didn't even see the kill go down, honestly. But very nicely done from EDG, from Junja specifically, to deny that. And it's so important to have denied that, because that would have been sole point for IG.
And we are setting up a Yuumi composition with potential for Oceans.
I don't like that idea. Well, I do if I'm an EDG fan. I love that idea, but we'll see if they can get more Drakes for themselves. As we've said, neutral objectives not really the biggest strength for EDG.
Which is hilarious, because EDG's comp is completely based around playing for these neutral objectives. When we get into map states like this, there really isn't too much they can do. They can try and look to punish Rookie for how aggressive he's playing in the side lane like they did previously, but a lot of the proactivity is going to be coming out from IG's side, with Rookie having the onus to move around the map.
Rookie trying to gain some ground here and hope for a pick. And this is pretty much Rookie's game plan for the rest of the game now. You're going to find him going into the jungle, finding opportunities like potentially one could show itself now. Hope going to stay in the mid lane, though. Junja could be in trouble himself. No,
he looked like he knew, right? The way he was like skirting around the pit.
The way that Rookie has been playing this game, you just every brush that doesn't have a Rookie in doesn't exist, basically.
So it's like the old Garen brushes?
Dude potential is called. Every dude you can't see on the minimap, it means there's one dude potential in every brush you don't have a ward in.
Oh, I don't even know what you're saying.
It's the Garen concept, right? There is a Garen in the brush. If he's not on the minimap, he's in the brush.
So what you're saying is Rookie is an omniscient presence who is nowhere yet everywhere at the same time.
I'm not saying that he is. I'm just saying that he's not.
Yeah. You're just saying that the fact that he could be,
yeah.
he is.
It's the concept, right? You don't know where he is, so assume that he is until proven otherwise. This conversation is going really convoluted.
That is the antithesis. That is completely against what the LPL plays for, though. Like, that's like the whole Korean mentality, right? Like, trade like the enemy junglers here if you don't see the enemy jungler. But in the LPL, you make plays all the time assuming that the other players aren't here. Just like this. Oh, nothing.
But that's the thing. Rookie is a Korean mid laner. So maybe you have to go with the Korean theology on the game to be able to play against it.
We're going down a rabbit hole that I don't understand myself.
Oh, dear. Maybe not. Well, the Colonel right now is liking the look of IG. It's giving him a 62%, just under. Which, you know, with a Kale, with an Aphelios, I can understand his logic there. Especially when they're going to be up in gold as well. Let's bear in mind, they've built themselves a 3,000 gold lead. And while things have slowed down here, it's not that surprising considering the composition from IG and considering the fact that they've got 2 Drakes already. Next one's not up for another minute and a half.
And same with the composition from EDG, right? They don't really have a great way of starting. Like, they don't have a worthwhile reason to start any fight without a clear objective on the map.
Oh my goodness. He's right out of vision range. Scout, if he had recalled just a millimeter closer to that brush, Rookie 100% would have gone for that play. The definition of on a blade's edge right there.
Yes, it is. And speaking of blades edges, the Shy killing some minions.
True. And he's got 2 blades, a gun blade and a tooth of a Baron in his inventory.
But not speaking of blades, EDG are going to recall, come out onto the map, put down their vision for this dragon, which is spawning in about 35 seconds, and this time look to hopefully start the fight before IG can secure the Drake. But I guess last time they did a steal, but you can't count on Junja stealing the dragon every time.
Yeah, you can't really rely on the smite steal. That is not a good way to play League of Legends, even in the LPL.
It is an interesting way of playing League of Legends.
Yes, it's certainly exciting for the viewers, but I don't think it's the most consistent strategy available. And then going to be clearing vision himself. And it's very much IG that have vision control in the pit right now. As Rookie jumps over the wall. He'd love to be aggressive. He'd love to try and find a way in. Bear in mind, Audi, who's on the Ornn. Call of the Forge God could set everything up.
And it's what EDG need to do. They can't give over this dragon to IG.
Oh, this is a big trouble bubble. Ning is low, but he gets the dragon before the fight comes on down. Goodbye, hope. Audi is going to be tanky. Can he keep himself safe with a Yuumi? The answer is yes. But ultimately, they got a pick, and they got the dragon.
And ultimately, EDG are fine just playing League of Legends where they go for dragon steals, not wanting to proactively look to start that fight any earlier. And it's probably going to lead to IG getting a Baron.
And you can see Puff is going to be blasting through this Infernum. I'm pretty sure he's got a Crescendum lined up. He's going to stack these Shurikens up. Rookie's here to get a root onto Audi. Yuumi healing is going to help a little, but not enough. Ignite down onto Rookie. There's a Trouble Bubble as well, as the Shy just going to be trying to keep his mid laner safe. All EDG need to do here is deter the Baron.
And they did buy enough time for Hope to respond, which gets IG saying, okay, we can't afford to do this Baron just yet.
Nicely answered there by EDG, because with an Aphelios, you've all seen it 100 times at this point. The Baron can just be rushed.
He does have Yuumi on him this time, so it could be different.
I swear, Rookie has spent more of the game stood still than moving, and there's another pick. The Shy gets the kill this time, which is bad news if you're a fan of EDG. You do not want kills on this Kale. Junja comes in to answer, though. The Shy will be shut down for his efforts, and that's a lot of gold. Oh, True Shot Barrage just goes wide of Rookie.
Ultimately, the Shy kind of sacrificing himself for Rookie, trying to secure that kill on Mako before he did latch on to someone else, but...
And importantly as well, that was actually a shutdown. So that was an extra amount of gold going into Hope's pocket.
Let's see. Oh, this is the dragon fight with Southwind engaging onto
goodness.
Audi, so Audi not able to...
That was so quick. I literally didn't even see what happened.
Of him blow, yeah.
Well, you know how we were saying how EDG were scared to start the Baron? Well, IG aren't. They're just going to grab this Baron for free. No response whatsoever from EDG. Very nicely done from IG. They set things up, they jump over the wall with a blast cone, and they get the Baron, even though the Scuttle Crab was there. Rookie's found another pick onto a lonely kitten in the jungle. And with a Baron, this could be the beginning of the snowball.
And now they're going to just be able to play out a 3-lane setup with Rookie putting pressure on one side. No one can answer him. He can kill absolutely anyone. Even the Shy at this point, being a bit behind in terms of items, still no one on the side of EDG can 1v1 this Kale. So IG going to be pulling EDG around the map.
It's becoming very difficult, isn't it? Because you mentioned nobody can 1v1 the Kale right now. Nobody can 1v1 Rookie either on the LeBlanc. Like, realistically, I guess Scout could survive the burst thanks to a Banshees, but he's just going to burst you again 30 seconds later.
Yep, no one, and he's constantly looking for these plays, as we just saw. So what we want to see IG do is match the pressure across all 3 lanes, right? When mid's pushing out, push out top and bot at the same time, and try to get damage done onto these structures. IG taking it a bit more methodical, going to secure vision in the enemy bot side jungle since Drake will come up in a minute and a half.
And that really will be the turning point for this game. If EDG can grab it, it buys them more time. If IG get Ocean Soul, I don't think there are any scaling conversations that are going to change the outcome of this one. Scout underneath the tower takes a lot of damage from Rookie, who wants to go back into the distortion and finds the solo kill onto Scout. In the meantime, his team is tearing EDG's base apart.
This is the complete opposite of EDG in Game 1. IG understand, okay, they dedicate numerous members to the opposite side of the map. We need to force now and get something here.
And get something they absolutely did. IG, of any team in the world, this is the team that knows best how to find every advantage they can.
And it feels like we might be going a bit too much now, but watching Rookie play League of Legends is just a treat. We can't praise this guy enough because he's just playing so damn well.
He's insane. Let's take another look at the 1v1 here. He misses the chains to start it.
Yep, misses the chain. Scout has the heal. Double distortions. That's about it. Kind of goes back. He's dead either way, but going back allows him to then hit the chain and get the 1-for-1.
And the 1v1 was long enough that the chain had come back off of cooldown after the first one missed. So beautifully played there by Rookie. Now, Dragon gonna spawn. This is crucial for EDG if they want to stay in this game and in this series. And ideally, they don't really want to be looking for just a steal. Junja takes half of his health already. Rookie is so monstrous right now. Puff cleanses the trouble bubble. Audi with the ultimate across the team. They're just going to get onto Southwind right now. Kale used on the Nautilus. Not ideal for them as Audi jumps on forward. Knockup not going to hit the team. Junja into the pit, but the Dragon's not low enough just yet. Junja goes down. This is surely Ocean Soul, and it's going to be the fight as well. Moonlight Vigil only onto Hope. It's not enough damage, but this might just be the game right now. Hope chained by Rookie as well. Another kill for the Shy. Another Drake for IG, and this is going to be everything.
Yeah, and the Shy actually TPing in, looking for the end. Actually wants to buff up his KDA.
I love how he TPs to try to end the game, and he's like, oh, wait. There are maybe some kills to be had. Turns around, but straight on towards the Nexus Towers here. He's going to be zoning everyone off as the rest of his team arrives. Puff has the damage, and that is going to be that. IG with a commanding victory in games 2 and 3.
You know the hilarious thing about the end of that game is you can see like the inner turmoil of the Shy where he's like, I want the kills, but we need to end. And then like his team walks